You're listening to Pointing Pointers, the Point to Point podcast. Good evening, welcome to Pointing Pointers. This is episode 10 of season 5. We have a very special guest tonight, Sam. We are joined by Gina, Ellis and/or Andrews. Gina, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Now, for anyone who's had their head buried in the sand, it was Chaddesley Corbett on the Sunday just gone. And Gina had quite a lot of winners across the card, training some and booting some home herself. So we're going to go through the card race by race. We're going to keep it really simple this week, a little short one between Christmas and the New Year. And Sam, let's start with race 1, I guess. So I got this wrong when I interviewed Gina, and it is quite a hard horse name to say, to be fair. Panjandrum? Yeah, Panjandrum.
Yeah, that's it. We call him Padjo for short.
Good. Beat the short price Sweating Bullets of James King in the 4 and 5 year old maiden. You might be able to shed some light on this. Yesterday we had the time down as like 5 minutes 10, just as like, as I was there, but it's gone down as the fastest time of the day today, 5 minutes 5. So it's pretty quick on that ground. You must be pretty pleased with him.
Yeah, definitely. We've always fought a lot of him at home. His work's been very solid, a real strong galloper, and he looked like he was always going to be a strong stayer the way that he was working at home. So we were obviously very disappointed that Jack came off him relatively early at Hexham. So we didn't really get to find out what we got. So I think that probably actually benefited him in the end, because he'd had, well, I suppose, a racecourse gallop and a school before he actually got to run properly. So he was obviously given a very good ride yesterday. Jack took his time on obviously pretty slow ground, and I think probably the front two got racing early enough, and he picked up the pieces.
Yes, indeed. And I was only just saying a minute ago off air, Gina, that Sam needed to follow the sheet through, but I will introduce this section. Just hi, Sam. Ben spoke to Jack earlier, and we can hear that now.
So Jack Andrews has just won on Panjandrum, who has just won on the second time of asking. First time fell at Hexham. Wasn't really his fault that day, Jack, but you must have been delighted with the way he went about that one and won.
Yeah, no, he was very good today. I felt we went a good strong gallop, very competitive race, as it is always this time of year at Chaddesley. And like I said, he unseated me the first day at Hexham halfway round, so we didn't get to see what he was capable of that day, but he hopefully shown everyone today.
The chat around the betting ring beforehand was pretty lively, and there was a few good horses in that race. I don't think we could underestimate the form.
No, not at all. And I felt like it was a very competitive race, the way the gallop they went and the way we picked up turning in. And like I said, it normally takes a fair horse to win this time of year around here, and he felt like one of them anyway.
Yeah, he put a lot of distance, given the conditions. It's pretty attritional out there.
Yeah, it's proper soft ground, but he's a proper winter national hunt type, so he handled it fine. So.
Brilliant. Well, hopefully we'll see him in a sales ring soon. And well done, Jack.
Cheers. Thank you.
So, Gina, has he been accepted into any sales yet, or what's the plan?
So hopefully he will head to the Cheltenham sale. When is it? The January meeting? Is it the Trials Day meeting at Cheltenham? They've got a sale after racing there, so that's where he's going to head, hopefully.
Perfect. Sam, the listeners at this point are wondering whether you're actually on the podcast. We're supposed to be going to Cheltenham on the 24th or the 25th of January. Are you still available?
Yeah, definitely. What are we doing there?
We're going to go along. Shirley off of Tats is very kindly going to sort us out a little table. We're going to make some videos and have some fun.
Oh, lovely. I can't wait. Are you going? Are you? Yourself?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sam, right, hang on. You haven't listened back to last week's pod, have you? Because you actually made that same joke.
I know.
That joke about Chaddesley Corbett.
Yeah, it's only a second time round.
Look, for anyone who isn't watching on YouTube and it isn't blatantly obvious, Sam's quite poorly, so I'm giving him quite a lot of hammer tonight, and I feel bad because he's just not up to it. He's not as quick-witted as he normally is, and he needs, all the help he can get in that department. So on to race 2. Josh Newman won this one, so you can sit this one out, Gina. And I caught up with Josh earlier today. Josh Newman, you're turning everything to gold at the moment, and another winner yesterday at 17 to 2 in the intermediate at Chaddesley. How did you find that?
Very good, yeah. I'm not sure turning everything to gold, but we'll take a bit of form. No, very pleased. Very pleased for him to come out and do that first time out, because probably on the back of the end of last season, he went off favourite up Cot the second time he ran there, and he ended up pulling up, came back in, and he just didn't feel right at the time, and I wasn't going to slog him over the last two fences for finishing best case scenario third. It wasn't worth it. I knew that wasn't the horse that I was used to riding, and he needed a break.
Yeah, fair enough. And he did it actually really impressively. I was just looking at the times, and on official times, it was only a second slower. I thought on the day it seemed faster, to be honest, than the maiden. But I mean, you've gone quickly there, and in pretty heavy ground.
Yeah, normally I actually drop him out, but I knew after riding the maiden, we went fast and that, and my lad and that didn't handle it. I knew we were going to go fast again. There was plenty of people lining up, so there was two others that wanted to take their time. I thought I'd line up in front of them. His jumping is his main attribute, as long as I could switch him off. But the pace sorted switching him off, and he just he's so good at jumping. He's probably the best point-to-point I've ever ridden over an obstacle.
That's interesting. Yeah,
he's a pleasure to ride. He's got a few little niggly issues. His wind's not perfect, but he seems to handle it. But his jumping is just phenomenal. He wouldn't be the best workhorse at home, and I have to sort of confirm that to others, just to say, oh, don't worry about how he works. It's when he gets a fence in front of him, he comes alive, and
wow.
he just makes up ground.
Fair enough. And where are you going to go with him, do you think?
I don't know really. He might stay pointing, or the owner might take him under rules, which means that I lose him. But,
no.
I know. But I'm really interested to see where he can go.
Yeah.
He's got, like I say, he's got a few little niggly things. He was an expensive store horse, and he obviously hadn't fired in Ireland. That's why we ended up with him, really. So I'm just different ways of doing it. We probably took the pressure off him, because we weren't necessarily expecting much. We were just going to take what we could get out of him and see what he could do over here. So I'm very interested to see if he does go under rules, and that's the path that the owners want to go in what he can do.
Well, we hope for the sake of pointing that he doesn't. So if you're listening, Mr. and Mrs. T. Daly, then you know what to do. But hey, Josh, listen, you sound like you're in the pub, so I'll let you go get another pint. But thanks for
just relaxing after a busy day.
Oh yeah, sure. Take care, mate. Well done.
Yeah, good to speak to Josh, and I thought that was quite an impressive performance actually. And he put the race to bed quite nicely. And Barton Stowe started a day of seconds for the Roach team, which is unfortunate for them and very unlike them. But more of that later.
Indeed. So race 3 was won by Miss Gina Andrews on I'm Spellbound. Didn't go a favourite again actually, but Rewrite the Rules was a very short order to get that one, and it's pretty impressive in the end, wasn't he, Gina?
Yeah, it was. I've always been very fond of him. I've always thought a lot of him, and just things didn't probably go to plan with him last season. He had a really nasty fall at Larkhill when he was absolutely bolting up one day, and it took him a long time to get over it. He lay there for quite a long time, and he was actually lucky to get away with it, to be honest. And it just took him a few runs to get his confidence back, and he was back to his best at Kingston Blount, albeit probably not a very good race. So yeah, it was nice to get back on track with him with a win yesterday.
I thought he kind of carrying a stone more than the ladies. Is only just about a second slower than the ladies, and the quickest time carrying 12 stone. And yeah, as you say, I thought the way he quickened up going to the last against a horse that's had 2 runs, and it's probably not a bad horse. I thought he was very impressive. And yeah, as you say, the fall he had from Larkhill, it just took time to get over that, because that was a mother and father, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I think he was probably in that race yesterday. Like, rewrite the rules. Yes, he's won his last 2 races, but he's not a progressive horse, is he? He's pretty exposed now. He's old.
Oh, he's a lovely horse. Come on, he's my favourite.
But ours was the least exposed and the one open to the most improvement, I suppose. And yeah, rewrite the rules had an advantage with being race fit. But I think that probably just goes to show how good I'm Spellbound is, because
I thought you would.
he thrashed it.
I thought you were literally about to say it. That's just how good I am. You just said.
She was. She had to stop herself. She was.
Absolutely not.
And then the third horse, to be fair, was a fair horse under rules as well, and obviously loves the mud. So, the hill horse, I think that would be quite a progressive horse on soft ground as well. But yeah, your horse looks like he's going the right way anyway. Yeah, race 4, Ben?
Yeah, I'm just trying to read Gina's face to see if she's pissed off or not. But it's quite hard to tell, really, because she, it's
because she always looks pissed off.
Correct. So race 4,
Unapproachable.
Unapproachable Gina, as she's now known. Right, just to wind you up further, then, Gina.
Yeah.
I watched you get run away with this horse at Cheltenham, and you won very nicely. And you got run away with yesterday and won nicely as well. He's quite good at doing that, isn't he? What an animal!
Oh yeah, he takes the mick out of me, something wicked, to be honest. Yesterday, probably I was nervous they probably weren't going to go fast enough for me, and I perhaps probably should have dropped him in a bit more, but I sort of jumped off second row, and the 2 in front were just crawling and jumping slowly. And yeah, Master Templar had other ideas, like he normally does. And
do you think there's some horses that like it that way, that almost like control freaks and enjoy being, boss, and therefore it's the way that they run better,
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's always been the boss of me, and I've just got to do what he wants to do. He's turned into a really good little horse, and I think since he's had the cheap pieces on, that's made a huge difference to him. He concentrates a lot better. He has tendencies to hang both ways, mainly left, but once he gets in front, sometimes he can hang to the right as well, depending where the lorries are. But he's a really good horse, and we're always very rude about him. We actually call him Master Mutt. But he's won more races than he's lost, so
yeah,
we shouldn't complain too much.
Mine more mutts like him.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that built up a big milestone for you, 400 winners, pointing winners. So that must have been a massive achievement for you and a big thrill.
Yeah, no, it was good. I think perhaps in my head I'd already ridden 400 point-to-point winners, because I'd obviously had 2 Irish point-to-point winners, so I hadn't really been thinking about that too much until yesterday when Master Templar won, and everyone was like, "Oh, actually, 400th English point winner." So no, it was great. It was a great day.
It's funny. I just thought the same to her. I just texted you the Zoom link for this meeting, and the last time I texted you was in May, saying congratulations on 400, Gina. So I don't know where. I think people were confused there. So it wasn't just you that was unsure, but no, fantastic achievement by any standards. And so, Sam, race 5 broke things up a bit. You gave someone else a chance, Gina. And Je Do, another difficult to pronounce horse, won for Laura Richardson, who I believe is the partner of Hugh Edwards, who is going great guns himself. And I caught up with him earlier today. Hugh Edwards, it was a bit of a day of seconds for you on the Roach Runners yesterday, but you got one on the board for Laura Richardson. I think someone close to your heart, Hugh, there. Jadot did it really well in the end.
Yeah, no, he did it well. He was ready to go the first one that was off at Chaddesley, and we're hoping for a good run, but it was a hot open, so we couldn't expect that really. So no, we were chuffed.
Yeah, and what do you think the ceiling is for this horse?
He's obviously pretty good. I don't know how good yet. I think we'll aim for 100 race next. I'm not quite sure where. We'll just see how he is. So the middle end of January, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah, nice. So Hugh, you rode fantastically yesterday. I was there,
And yeah, it's not easy coming second on, a few times in a row. But look, you're riding brilliantly, and
they all run well. So
yeah, you can't always have 4 winners like Night Week last time I saw you. But things are going really well for you at the minute, and no doubt a big season beckons. What are the horses that you're looking forward to the most, do you think, for the season?
well, obviously Himjad, he looks like a good one, and then we had another one from home that was second in the maiden. Hopefully he could go through the ranks, we'd hope. So yeah, those two, from home anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're going to keep hold of that rather than sell the one sorry, was it the 6 and 11 maiden?
Yeah, sorry, the old horse maiden,
Brilliant. So you've got two good horses from the home yard to look forward to, and plenty of others for outside rides as well, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, hopefully.
Good stuff. So where are you riding next, Hugh?
Horseheath tomorrow. Got one from one of my dads there in the maiden there. Hopefully that go well. And then I was just looking, nothing that I know of anyway next weekend. So
fair enough. Well, it's a long season yet, and I'm sure you'll bash home many more winners. So well done, Hugh. Sweet to see.
Cheers, thank you.
So we'll continue cantering through the results. We then had a novice riders race, which we love to see. PPRA sponsored novice riders race, for which the rider Sam not only wins a Spillers rug, who's apparently, the idea for this was Joe Priest's idea, so it was quite nice that she won it. Spoiler alert. But we, the Pointing Pointers team, Sam, actually got the novice riders all a whip, which I thought was a nice touch, nice idea for
nice touch. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, nice touch from me. Yeah, I'm a giver.
That's what they say. And I caught up with Will Badlan, who won the race shortly after he crossed the line.
So I'm here with Will Badlan, who is both the rider and part owner of Landing Over Lad.
Yeah,
that's the one. Did it very nicely there.
Yeah, he was good. Joe picked him up not too long ago from Tom Simmons, who's round the corner from the yard, and she's done a good job of freshening him up. He's been a bit of a while without a win, but he was a good horse a few years ago. So yeah, he really enjoyed it. He actually took to the soft ground quite well. So yeah, hopefully this will be him going in a forward direction now, and yeah, we can look to something similar soon.
Well, you gave it a really good ride, and it's nice. You just had a whip there, nice few prizes.
Yeah,
Nick
nice.
presented the prizes. Nice little thing today as well.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah. Seeing someone that you see on the TV, you don't see that every day. So it was good.
Oh, good on you. And when's your next ride?
I think we're taking a horse of mine to Horseheath on Tuesday, and then I might be at Larkhill.
And what are the aims for the season?
Well, I'm a full-time farrier, so I get a ride whenever I can. I've got a couple of horses on my own. And it's just a bit of a sport and a hobby for me. So, yeah, if I can get another one and gets me out of novice, I'll be quite happy.
Brilliant. Well done today.
Lovely. Thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
So,
I don't know how that went off 11-2 as well. Were you going around with your eyes closed?
Sam, given that you backed one winner on the whole card, I'm not taking betting advice from you.
No, but that was a
To
good
be
horse.
honest, I couldn't really see Jet Smart getting beaten that.
No, that was a good. Yeah, that's a good. But that Lando de Beau lad, he was a good horse in the rules for Tom Simmons, wasn't he?
Mm.
Especially on softer ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily, save the day. Gina did come up trumps in the last.
So we move on to our last race, and Gina, buoyed by earlier successes, won on the favourite Mumbo Jumbo. So Gina, tell us a bit about the horse. Come from Emma Lavelle. Is that am I right in thinking?
Yeah, that's right. We bought him at Doncaster Sales in May, I think it was. Again, he got really good form under rules about winning. I think he was rated well over 100, maybe even up to 115, been placed over fences and over hurdles, just not managed to win a race. And we quite like to buy horses of that sort of profile to go and win maiden, restricted, intermediate, hopefully. They're just like ready-made, aren't they? And it's we just got to train them and get them fit, and hopefully they're sort of instant fun for the owners.
Yeah, sure.
So, he was, riding an 8-year-old in a maiden is always quite nice. He's like an old handicapper going around in a maiden. So
Yeah, lovely.
Just like, obviously we're mindful that he is 8 years old and never managed to win a race, but I don't think for any, I don't think he's been doggy or anything like that. He's just perhaps not had any luck. I don't know, but he gave me a nice feel yesterday. Jumped really well, acts on soft, heavy ground, so everything was in his favour.
I'll be really honest. Watching it, I was thinking he is going to dog this. Like several times up the straight, I thought he isn't going to go past. Then he did go past, and then he hung and looked like he was looking for the other one to come back alongside. I was thinking, and it was really intense for me because I hadn't had a bet, but the 5 people around me were basically banking on you winning to rescue their entire day. So there was like hearts in mouths everywhere, and I was thinking, this isn't going to win. This isn't going to win.
I'm not sure what race you're watching, Ben, but she hit the front, jumping a ditch with a circuit to go, and never got headed then. So I don't know if you're watching the right race or not, but it never looked in doubt to me.
Hang on. We are talking about the same horse here. Is this the Caliphate?
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't go to the front with the. Oh no, you got headed. You got headed down the back by.
No, not really.
No, Ben, it was pricking its ears going down the back.
No, I watched the replay. I think you're both wrong, and I'm pretty sure that Hugh's horse came up alongside and actually headed you once or maybe twice.
He might have gone to the front, turning to the cross fence, maybe.
Yeah.
And I sort of followed him there, and then thought I'll follow him till we turn in, and then mine was hanging left anyway, and I was like, well.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Gina. You were on the horse, and I was like about 400 meters away. But I'm going to watch the read. Sam's down himself now.
No, I'm not. Hugh Edwards got a rush of blood to the head. Look at that affection chap in the background, eh?
Look at the chef in the background.
You're not allowed on him anymore. Get in the other room.
Yeah, put the BHA wall up between you.
Banished to the BHA.
Here he comes. Look, we keep
There's one
encouraging
thing
people
you got wrong. He was in front where it mattered.
Yeah,
well,
there we go.
Correct. Yeah, here he comes to a defence again. What a man. What a gent. So Gina, obviously great day for you yesterday. What was your highlight?
What was my highlight? Tom said, which one did I enjoy the most? And I said, I'm spellbound. I've always been very fond of him and always thought he's better than he's perhaps shown so far. Like he's just a really nice horse to ride in a race. Like he travels strong and can quicken off a decent pace, which is everything you want, really. So yeah, I hope he can carry on progressing now.
And now it's kind of all changed at the yard with Tom obviously having a license under rules. Do you find there's any more pressure having your name on a license, or is it exactly the same? Does he still tell you how to ride them?
No, Jack does that.
Yeah, is there any more pressure having your name on a license, or not really?
No, not really. It doesn't make any difference, to be honest. Like it just feels like it normally does, really.
That's about right.
Good. So has anyone got any other business? It's been a nice snappy episode. As promised, we've just gone through the card, and next time around I'm sure we'll have some talking points from the rest of the Christmas action. But anyone got anything else to just cover off? Is there a Fox Hunter's horse in the yard?
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
You're not going to give us a little sneak peek now?
No.
If she was going to do that, it wouldn't be a great place to do it, would it? A podcast with thousands of people listening, Sam.
Thousands of people?
Yeah, exactly, mate.
No other business for me, Ben. Nice, snappy. Well done. Good.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks. You've been great.
Sam needs to get back to his Lemsip and his
rough.
Yeah.
night nurse.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Fergus Gillard lives with Sam, and Sam, before we came on, Fergus appeared and actually asked me to not be too horrible to him because he was feeling poorly. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
That actually happened to you. For you,
Oh, I love Fergus. So sweet.
Oh, he's pretty.
Oh, bless him. We'll have to get him on some time, won't we? Old Ferg.
No, all right, thanks.
Yeah. Good stuff. We don't want to reveal all your secrets. They'll let you can tell a story or two, Sam. Righto. Well, on that bombshell, I've got to stop saying that. I said that last podcast as well. Thanks a lot for coming on, Gina. Appreciate it. And we'll no doubt see you again soon.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. You're listening to Pointing Pointers, the Point to Point podcast.